Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy because I looked at my analytics and I came to the realization that the same people that have held it down 10 toes to the ground last year for my first videos, because I haven't filmed in a while, and I'll tell you why. For my first videos, the same people that have stood it down, held it down, are still here, and I greatly appreciate that. I know that I may be a no-name to a lot of people now, but once I'm gonna supersede in this. Y'all better be ready, cause she coming with it. She coming with it. I'm so excited, man. I appreciate it and know that it's my voice and my message from the ultimate. I'm the messenger from the Most High. And so I know that a lot of people are saying that, but there's reasonings for people saying this is because why you glance at the what you perceive as the overall entirety of the world, not just in the North American region, but the entirety of the world, your perception overall is a determinant, meaning that it's nothing but bad that you see. And there's a reasoning for it. It's because, people tell you anything, you believe it. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like there's a reason why stories supersede the greater things that are actually transpiring out here. There's a reason why these bad stories supersede over that. So while your focal point throughout the mainstream media aspect, it resonates as bad, and it ultimately what it is, long story short, is it's an actual hindership, if I will. It's hindering your cognitive processes into believing that it's the end. Am I making sense? Right? It's the end of the end of all things. It's because what they show you, you perceive it in the negative without even taking into consideration the good things that are going on out here. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here that's doing good. They looking good, they feeling good, they are good. They good people, they want to see people succeed, and it radiates because that's the energy, that's the output, that's the logic of their life. So it will only make sense in a 360-degree spectrum that what you put out will continuously boomerang effect back to your ass because you exude good energy, spirit. Hell, you can tell if a person is looking good. You could tell if it looking good, feeling good. You could tell how good a person is living. You feel what I'm saying? All you have to do is look at that person's skin overall. You can tell a lot about a person based off their skin. That's what, if you exert all of that negative energy, all that fuck shit, you get back dookie. And dookie equals shit. I don't give a damn how you mix it. It's still dookie. What I'm trying to do overall is overall introduce you into a new concept, a new perception of things in its entirety. By the revampship of this channel, just in general, it's taking a new direction, a new focal point. Is as I get it in, as it radiates from my creator, who you may acknowledge as God. We don't all worship the same superior being, if you will. Remember, Hellel, which you know is Satan. Hellel is his real name. He equates to people's gods too. Just like look, I associate and I speak with people. That's what brings out my sense of nervousness, is because I'm not used to communicating and translating things with people that are not on the same spiritual realm as myself. I've never been a religious person and never will. Religions cause divisiveness. They continuously, you don't, in the world in which we live in, everyone, regardless of whether you think your perception of things, everyone gets offended about everything, and then you have people like me with no F's left to give, no shipments coming in and no shipments coming out, because I done gave them all out. I done gave all my folks out. It's just like when you have people like me, that have been rolled up in the country. We do from a country standpoint to a city aspect, we do things completely different. That's that bald-headed whole shit, pretty much. Like where I'm from, you could tell a person like, hey, fuck you, and it'd be like, hey, well, fuck you. In the city, it'd be like, hey, fuck you, and it'd be like, hey, Pow pow. You see what I'm saying? People that are extremely timid, they're angry. It's so much aggression. It's so much. It's from what is perceived. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, so what I decided to do with the help of my creator was I devised a plan. An overall focal point is the continuation of knowledge. I sound cliche, but I'm going to say what I want to say when I want to say it. Shit, it's my platform. Empires, actual empires. You lost that emperor throne. The ancient Egyptians, who that is? You see where I'm going with this? We're Kemets. We are out of the land of Kemet. I got a lot to tell you, but empires, actual empires, were continuously destroyed simply because of lack of knowledge and lack of wanting to retain said knowledge. Will continuously destruct not only your children. HOSEA 4:6. I'm probably not going to recite it verbatim, but I took from it. You feel what I'm saying? There's very few things that I actually took from a book that my people are not supposed to read. HOSEA 4:6 implies, my people, the most high people. So you have to understand in the context in which you read. There is a particular race of people that are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and what constitutes as the end. There's a reason why this race of people, hair defies gravity by growing up. Our bone structure is different. Everything about us, from our humerus, our femur, our tibia and fibia, are completely different from anyone else setting foot on this earth. And no one's actually paying attention to that. So when I tell you my people will continuously be destroyed simply because of lack of knowledge. And what I like to insert in, I like to insert. I go into the Most High given route. I'm not finna go all out and, be like these fake preachers and pastors and then behind that pulpit. You feel what I'm saying? What I like to insert in HOSEA 4:6 is not only are the Most High people continuously destroyed simply because of lack of knowledge, it actually transcends into not only your descendants, not only your children, your children's children. You've heard the story. There's a reason why you see it everywhere. There's a reason for this. It's continuously coming into play because you haven't fixed it. Not only will it transcend into your descendants, it will also transcend into generations under you, your overall descendants. Why? Because you are supposed to be that village that takes part into the upbringing of that child. That's what that is, and that's real true tea. Okay, no shade. What I'm witnessing every single day is I'm witnessing people getting caught up into trials and tribulations in which we've all kind of sort of, not the same reality, kind of sort of similar to the trials and tribulations that we've all experienced. Only different variations, different degrees, different standpoints, different perceptions. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to motivate and inspire people to actually come out of your shell for once in your life and actually tell stories that translate into sin in your life. If you are not privy to this statistical fact, there is an astronomical increase in children's suicides. We're not talking about ideations. Ideations are just simply a medical term and whatever for thought, cognitive processes. We're not talking about ideations anymore. We're actually talking about the actions resulting from those overall ideals, those overall ideations. There's an astronomical increase, in case you're not privy. Because there's some people that just simply do not give a damn about anything. But for the people that do, and for the people that have that have been officially handpicked, chosen from the Most High, from the Spirit itself, if you've been chosen, I'm telling you, you have got to tell your stories. You have got to motivate and inspire the elders, the adults, to tell their stories to our youth. so that you can inspire and motivate them so that they can take on a new perception of their life, so we can stop with the depression. We can stop with these ideations and actually acting out on them. There's a lot of things out here that they're purposely withholding knowledgeable information from us because they're depending on us as Black people to not want to retain the information. They're depending on you not to grab a passport and travel. That's why they keep withholding. Well, are they hindering you, or are you hindering yourself? Because the last I checked, a lot of you motherfuckers don't like to work. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know who the hell you expecting to take care of you, since you don't want to work, you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to go to school, you don't want to advance in studies, you don't want to do nothing. Y'all constantly punching bitches and knocking them up. But no one wants to punch a time clock and knock out so many goddamn hours. Punch, knock. Punch, knock. That's all you gotta do. Punch somebody's time clock and knock out some of these hours. Then you come into the realization, once you have the money, if you want to retain vital information to help progress in your life, you're gonna find a way. I found a way. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna find out that ain't none of this is how this story goes. The whole story of Adam and Eve, that ain't how none of that works. That ain't how none of that works. I told you, it's based by science. I told you. The person that you're worshiping, the person that you're bowing down to, you're not referring to this spirit by its proper name. You're not reading the right book. The right book that we're supposed to be translating is supposed to be in Hebrew. With the original Hebrews, the Israelites, Abukalon, or Abutican is supposed to be the actual name of Africa. If you don't believe in the Most High, for whatever reasons that you have, I'm not trying to change your overall perception of anything. I'm just trying to get you to have new insights on what is actually transpiring out here. I'm trying to give you a new insight from a person that is extremely knowledgeable, a person that's willing to retain the information. Books upon books upon books upon books. I don't Google anything. Everything is straight books. Straight passport travel. Straight books. That's where you really retain the knowledge. Everything is hidden in the books. Why? They're not expecting for you to read it. Ain't that some shit? You got some people out here that go in and they scout for these books. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you a story. All you gotta do is listen. It's impacting our children, or your children. But I done made them into my children. But anyway, long story short, in the details and concepts, that is what is going to be the main premise of the revamption of this channel. So you guys just make sure you subscribe, get your people in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and limit my explicit content, but sometimes it comes out because I've been cussing since I was 2. But I'm going to tell you what a white man once told me. You can judge the overall vernacular. You can judge the overall education and knowledge of a person that continuously uses explicit content. You continuously judge because of the explicit content, because they figure that you don't have an extensive vocabulary. And that is facts, though. And you don't have, I may use explicit every now and again, but I don't want to offend anyone, especially not on the first video. I want you to come in. I want you to be open. I want you to have a positive mind frame first. Having a positive mind frame will leave you to be open to what a person has to say. I got stories that resonate over 15, 20 years. I'm going to talk about my childhood. I'm going to merge that in. I'm going to talk about how I was supposed to be on the Steve Harvey Show. I was supposed to be a feature on the Steve Harvey Show. And in case you didn't know, I am one of America's youngest living organ donors, which means that I have one kidney and my other one has been transplanted into someone else in the overall progression of life. You feel what I'm saying? I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be here. And I'm just here to tell stories. I'm here to tell stories as positive as possible. Sometimes say any and everything that I say can be proven and will be proven court of law. Because we coming for some shit. And I hope and pray that you guys stick around. If anything, just Just be receptive to it. There's stories out here that need to be told. And it's time for me to go ahead and tell them. You guys have a blessed, blissful night. And may the Most High continue, in the name of Yeshua, continue to bless you through all your endeavors.